US, France, and the UK allow Ukraine to use long-range missiles to strike Russia.
Central Economic Commission surveys foreign investment cooperation effectiveness in Nghe An.
When young people learn to share kindness.
You're watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Ha Zhang, your host. U.S. media reports that President Joe Biden has authorized Ukraine to use long-range missiles provided by the U.S. to carry out deep strikes into Russian territory. Following the U.S., France and the U.K. have also green-lighted Ukraine to attack Russian territory using SCALP, Storm Shadow long-range missiles.
According to Sputnik, the French newspaper Le Figaro reported on November 17 that France and the UK have followed the US in allowing Ukraine to strike Russian territory with Scalp Storm Shadow missiles. Earlier that same day, the New York Times quoted anonymous US officials confirming that President Joe Biden has permitted Ukraine to use ATACMS long-range missiles supplied by Washington to attack Russian territory. This move is believed to be linked to reports of North Korean soldiers' presence in Russia's Kursk province, which has necessitated enhancing Ukraine's defense capabilities.
On November the 17th, in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Prime Minister Phạm held talks with Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, agreeing to elevate Vietnam-Brazil relations to a strategic partnership and issuing a joint declaration.
The talks took place during Prime Minister Chin's visit to Brazil for the G20 summit in Rio de Janeiro. With a shared strategic vision to deepen and enhance bilateral relations, the two leaders agreed to upgrade their partnership and released a joint declaration outlining key principles and directions. According to this declaration, they agreed to further promote trade and investment relations. Both sides committed to increasing bilateral trade to $10 billion by 2025 and $15 billion by 2030. The leaders directed their foreign ministers to negotiate the specifics of the strategic partnership for completion as soon as possible.
The Central Economic Commission recently held a working session with Nghệ An province to review the implementation of Resolution number 50 of Politburo over the past 5 years, aimed at enhancing the quality and effectiveness of foreign investment cooperation by 2030.
According to a report evaluating the implementation of Resolution number 50 by the Politburo over the past 5 years, Nghệ An has emerged as one of the top 3 destinations for foreign direct investment (FDI) in the country in recent years. Specifically, in 2022 and 2023, the FDI capital attracted by Nghệ An exceeded the combined total of 13 provinces and cities in the north-central and central coastal regions. Mr. Tai Than Quai praised Nghệ An for its systematic and timely implementation of Resolution number 50, which has led to highly effective outcomes. He emphasized the need for Nghệ An to leverage its competitive advantages, including its investment environment, administrative procedures, and policy responsiveness. He also urged the acceleration of strategic infrastructure investments such as deep water ports and airports, and the continued expansion of effective industrial zones.
Coming up next are some updated news.
Recently, scammers have been using sophisticated tricks to sell cheap tickets for the 2025 Lunar New Year, luring customers into fraud. These scammers typically impersonate authorized agents of Vietnam Airlines. When customers attempt to purchase tickets, they receive a booking code as a form of assurance and are pressured to make an immediate payment, with threats of cancellation if they delay. Once the payment is made, the scammers do not issue the tickets and cut off communication. Transactions are conducted online, and after payment, customers only receive a booking code without any actual tickets being issued. Authorities and airlines have warned the public to remain vigilant and thoroughly check information before proceeding with any transactions.
The Japan Tourism Agency is advocating for the removal of the tax-free shopping cap for foreign tourists as part of tax reforms for the 2025 fiscal year, aiming to better capitalize on domestic travel demand. Currently, foreign visitors are exempt from consumption tax on items like food, beverages, cosmetics, and pharmaceuticals, with a limit of 500,000 yen, approximately $3,200 per person per day at tax-free retail stores. Demand for premium sake, beauty products, and other items has surged amid a prolonged period of a weak yen. The tourism agency views the tax-free cap as a barrier to increasing sales.
The article titled Fairy Tales Underwater, a timeless theme guiding humanity towards virtue, published in the Global Times, a publication of the People's Daily, the official voice of the Communist Party of China, celebrates the cultural beauty of Vietnam through the ancient art of water puppetry, which has been passed down for thousands of years. According to the author, water puppetry artistically depicts the beautiful and serene rural landscapes of Vietnam while distilling the nation's simple and peaceful memories through its long-standing tradition. Even today, whether in the mountainous villages of northern Vietnam or the southern port cities, water puppet performances continue to exude an everlasting artistic charm.
Moving on to today's story. For many people, old laptops are seen as outdated and worthless devices. However, through a project initiated by a group of students, these laptops are being transformed into valuable tools for the knowledge-seeking journeys of young members of ethnic minority groups.
With empathy, Lao Nguyen Hong Jang, a Hmong student from Kishon, collaborated with her peers to create a project that donates old laptops to ethnic minority students. The project operates on a model where one person donates a laptop, another sponsors repair and maintenance costs, and a student from an ethnic minority receives the laptop. This initiative has attracted a large number of volunteers from across the country and has yielded impressive results.
Since the project's inception, we have donated over 500 laptops to more than 500 ethnic minority students in 4 cities: Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, Nghệ An, and Thanh Nguyen.
For minority students, old and broken laptops can turn dreams into reality, helping to open up brighter futures. Each contributor, whether a donor of the laptops, someone who repairs them, or a sponsor of expenses, plays a small but significant role, and together, their efforts provide substantial support. This exemplifies the spirit of solidarity and sharing within the community.
For my family, having a computer is very difficult. I feel everyone is so enthusiastic, and I am very happy.
The laptop is very useful for a medical student like me.
In recent years, young people have taken a leading role in community activities, ranging from educational support to environmental protection. Projects like Noem, Hanoi Zan, Saigon Zan, and Duok Hoc not only provide direct assistance but also inspire many other young individuals to contribute to society. Through these efforts, the younger generation is building lasting values for a united and sustainable community.
It's time to say goodbye. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.